All right, for this part, you're going to need your orange workbook that looks like this, and you're going to turn to page 42. It's right behind the green, the back of the last paper we worked on. All right, pause if you need more time to find page 42 in your workbook. It looks like this. There's a little 42 at the bottom. Okay. And you can pause this video for a minute and fill in the top of the paper where it says date, lesson, and skill. I have that information for you right here. So go ahead, pause the video, fill in that information, and unpause when you're finished. All right. So we're going to go on with our skill lesson. We actually have more than one morpheme today, like we did last time. So you may need to continue down into your boxes down here to write your words and their meanings. But as we go, we're going to practice each morpheme, and then I want you to write it in your boxes here, the word and the meaning next to it. All right, so we just did a few activities with our new number roots. The first one is mono, which means one. Go ahead and write mono and then one next to it in your workbook. All right, and then we're going to practice spelling the word 3 times, either in the sand or on your board, or you can air write it. I'm just going to air write it for now. So let's do mono 3 times. M-O-N-O, mono. M-O-N-O, mono. Do it with me. M-O-N-O, mono. Excellent. All right, let's move on to our next root, which is die. And die is our second root that means 2. We did by. Now we have die. Both of those end with just an I. This one is D-I. Go ahead and add it to the box on your worksheet, die, and then write 2 next to it. All right, let's write it sandboard or air writing 3 times. D-I, die, D-I, die, D-I, die. And our last root has 2 forms. This root also means 2. It's our third root. That means 2, and it can be written D-U, do, or D-U-O, duo. So write both of those in your box at the top, D-U/D-U-O, and write 2 next to it. Pause if you need to. All right, and let's do those sandboard or air writing. D-U, do, D-U, do, D-U, do. Now let's do duo. D-U-O, duo, D-U-O, duo, D-U-O, duo. All right, these may come up in several words. You could find these in words in science, social studies, math. Knowing your number roots and what they mean is like a key to unlocking comprehension, because so many of our words have roots that stand for numbers. And so far we've done 1, 2, and 3. We will continue a little later on after some other types of lessons to add more numbers to our roots. All right. Now, before we get into dictation, pardon my school bell, I want you to take out your card stack that looks like this. And we're going to add number root cards and cards for the root cycle. So I'm going to, the first root I'm going to add on here, I'm going to combine the last two lessons, is cycle. So take your card. On the front one, write cycle, C-Y-C-L-E. I'll make myself bigger so you can see. All right, C-Y-C-L-E. Then turn over to the back and write wheel or turn. Wheel or turn. There we go. Now for one, I'm going to put both roots that I know for one on this card. I'm going to put unit and mono on the front of the card together. And on the back, I'm just going to write the number 1. Number 1. You can freeze the screen or pause if you need more time. All right, for 2, we have several roots. I'm going to write them all on the front of this card. Bi, di, do, and duo. All 3 on the front. Pause if you need more time. And on the back, I'm just going to write 2. And then poor little try is the only number root we have for 3. So on our last card for today, we'll write try, T-R-I. And on the back, write 3. Make sure you keep these with your reading kit. This is going to be your practice stack. So you can pull these out if you're having a hard time remembering the ones that we've learned so far, and you can flip through them, quiz yourself, have mom, dad, brother, sister, aunt, grandma, grandpa, whoever, probably not the dog, quiz you on your word roots to help you get more familiar with them. All right. To end our lesson today, I do have another set of dictation for you. I apologize on the last lesson that your dictation page showed 15 and I read 15 words. And then I realized in your workbook, you only have 12 spaces for dictation. We won't even fill up all 12 today. There will be 10 words. All you need to do is click the little speaker guy there and listen. And as I say the words, you will write them in your notebook on that part that says word dictation, numbers 1 through 10. And then I do have 3 sentences to practice our new vocabulary. And in your book, it actually has 5 sentence slots. We won't use 5. We'll only use 3 today. So you'll click on the speaker guy and listen. And it's important on the sentence dictation, I don't want you to write while I'm talking. I want you to listen both times with your pencil down. And then after I finish saying the sentences, I want you to say it out loud one time and Pound it as you say it, like pound the roots. If I said Bob went to the store, you would listen twice. Bob went to the store. Bob went to the store. And then you would not even write yet. You'd listen and go, Bob went to the store. And then you'd write it. It's practicing your memory as well as the root words we just learned. And after that, I do have a little sort activity game down here where you're sorting into words with a root that means one and words with a root that mean two. All right, and that's it for today. You guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you next time.